So my name is Professor Arif Herekar. I'm basically a child and adult neurologist. I'm still practicing neurology and teaching in several medical colleges. The theme of the topic today is the national parks of Pakistan. I'm a very passionate traveler, and this is got nothing to do with my profession. I've been traveling for almost like 35 years. I've seen the globe, I've seen the world. I've traveled to almost 100 international countries, but today I'll be talking about the national parks of Pakistan, my own country. And I will be able to show you some of the wildlife that I've seen in the 4 national parks of Pakistan that I have traversed or I've visited. Let's start from the extreme north. I was camping for almost like 5 days in very cold weather, in wind chill at a temperature of way below freezing point, almost minus 11 to minus 13 on the Punjab National Park. Now, Punjab National Park is almost at the Chinese border, the border between Pakistan and China. Punjab National Park has a lot of wildlife. It is never easy to see these because it is at a height. The most important wildlife that it harbors are the very uncommon snow leopards. Snow leopards are far and few. We couldn't see any of those, but we were able to photograph and videograph other mammals like the ibexes. We photographed huge chunk of ibexes. I was also able to capture a little fox in one of my nighttime expeditions. It was a short one, but we were able to capture it from pretty close proximity. So from the Punjab National Park, if you see Punjab National Park, it's an amazing park. If you drive along the Punjab National Park, the roads are very well metalled. There are areas that are very, very rocky, and the landscape is stunning. We continue to drive for almost like 5 days up and down. Unfortunately, we could not see the snow leopard, but we have learned a lot about the snow leopard and its behavior and mannerism. So from the Punjab National Park, from where I've shown you so many ibexes and birds, of course, I will be taking you to another part of Baltistan. Now, Punjab is part of Baltistan. It is above Gilgit. We come down to Skardu, another very important city in Baltistan. And in Skardu, I was able to go to one of the highest national parks in the world, the Dusai National Park. And Dusai National Park has some of the rare animals going into extinction, and these are the brown bears, the Himalayan brown bears. It took me quite a while to get to these. I was never very close to them. I had a very apt guide, I had a very apt friend. We drove very, very far. We went almost 8 kilometers outside the center of or outside population in chase of these brown bears. Unfortunately, we were in the wrong season. However, at a very, very far distance, remotely, we could see we could sight the brown Himalayan brown bear, and we were able to go very close to it. Very close means almost like 2 kilometers. I've made some videos, they're not very good. I'm going to go again and pray I get a closer, proximal view of the amazing brown Himalayan brown bears. From the Dusai plain, I will take you down into the Swat area of Swat, and this place is called Chitral. Now, Chitral has a park which is called the Chitral Gold National Park, and it has a lot of ibexes. We were able to see these deer. These deers are a little different from the ones that I showed you in the Punjab National Park. Those were called ibexes. These are called markhor. They are a little different from each other, but they are both of them are very pretty to see. They are very difficult to see because they are very swift. They move very fast, and they are up in the distance. Now, when you climb, we climb almost like 10,000 feet above sea level, and at that stage, that's the only place where you can see these markhors, the sheep or the deers. Because these sheep, the markhors, are found only at the heights. So we have had to travel to the height in the National Chitral Gold Park, but we finally saw them. Some of them were moving around, some of them at close proximity, some in the distance. However, we were able to do what we went to do, photograph and videograph these not critically endangered but pretty endangered sheep of the mountains, the markhors of Chitral. From the Chitral National Park, I'll bring you down to Sindh. We are between Sindh and Balochistan. Now this national park is huge, and it's called the Kirtan National Park. The Kirtan National Park is, of course, another very, very enterprising area. We need to go, we left from our town of Karachi, and it's about a 2-hour journey. But when you get into Kirtan National Park, anyway, when you're traveling on the roads, this is a stunning view. It is remote, it is deserted, obviously, not too many people around. Of course, most of the areas in Pakistan are now safe, but in Kirtan National Park, we were able to use a very strong vehicle, the Revo as we call them. It was, of course, all-wheel vehicle, and we were able to drive through the Kirtan National Park to see some wildlife. To see the wildlife, the sheep that are found in Kirtan are different from those that are found in Chitral and Punjab. These are called orail. To see the orails, we had to travel all the way on a very metal road, of course, but on a very, very difficult rocky terrain. But we continued to move toward the mountains of of Kirtan National Park, and finally, with our team of very competent guides, we were able to finally photograph this rare, very rare sheep, the orail. And these were quite a few of them, but we had to see them from a distance from the top of a cliff. So coming to the end of this video, I must tell you that we have many more videos which include adventure and wildlife. Do subscribe to our channel and do write a little note or a comment under the video on the YouTube and press the like icon. Thank you very much.